Cam Newton, Cam Newton is going to need to do a much better job at protecting himself if he plans on playing much longer in the NFL. When I think of Cam, a really great dual threat quarterback comes to mind. He, too, was a former MVP. He, too, led his team to the Super Bowl. However, they lost, just like Cam and the Carolina Panthers did. Cam Newton needs to do a much better job at protecting himself by readjusting his game. When I think of Cam, another really great quarterback comes to mind, and that quarterback led his team to the Super Bowl. This quarterback also is a former NFL MVP, and that is none other but the late, great Steve Air McNair. For 11 years while with the Tennessee Titans, Steve put that team on his back. He took a lot of bruising along the way by throwing the ball, but Cam Newton needs to do a much better job at protecting himself by readjusting his game. When I think of Cam, another very great dual threat quarterback comes to mind, and that quarterback was a former MVP. That quarterback also led his team to the Super Bowl, and that is none other but the late, great Steve Air McNair. Just like Cam, Steve put his team on his back when he was with the Tennessee Titans. For 11 years, he was unstoppable, throwing the ball and by running with the football. And when he got to his 11th season, when his body started breaking down and things weren't going as great on the field for him, and all the injuries pretty much just built up, and his game wasn't what it once was. So you can say that the air in Steve McNair's game was deflated. The Tennessee Titans traded him away. So Cam Newton, you're Superman right now to yourself, but you have to recognize that you are human. And so once you're not flying high in terms of your game and your skills, and you become more on the ground and normal and just an average quarterback, the Carolina Panthers, like they would do with any other quarterback, they're going to move on without you. So you need to protect yourself and keep you first. When I think of NFL and boxing, both have a lot of similarities. In a boxing match, you go 10 rounds. If you take a bunch of blows to the midsection, by the time you get to the 10th round, it's going to start taking its toll, and you're going to get knocked out or just lose in a major way. The same thing happens in the NFL. You take all of these hits, Cam, and then by the time you get to the 8th and 9th and 10th year, your skill set is going to decline. And then also you're going to become regular and average. And what's going to potentially happen? They're going to move on without you. So do yourself and your career a favor first. And that is put you before anything else. It's about Cam Newton.